And
We're back, Jim.
we're live.
We're live.
Andrew, how are you?
Very good, Jim.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Casual Friday.
I know we're both casual today, Jim.
We almost wore the same. You know what? I was going to wear that shirt.
Apparently it's your favourite shirt, Jim.
It is. Well, you know what happens is us blokes that are a little bit on the cuddly side, Andrew.
Don't say
we
that.
like wearing dark colours. You know,
That's why I started wearing dark
Oh,
colours.
you're
Jim.
kidding, mate. Yeah, the body of an Adonis.
Yeah,
you know,
of course.
you got fellas like me. What happens is as you get older, Andrew, everything drops. Your face drops, your stomach drops. You know, the whole lot, it all bloody drops,
You're
mate.
making it very exciting to hear getting older, Jim.
Looking forward to it.
Well,
Happy Friday,
Friday.
everyone.
I reckon it's been a
Back.
fantastic week of weather as well, Jim. It's been a bit cold.
Yeah, cold in the morning.
But the sun's been shining this week, and
Yeah.
I love this weather, to be honest.
Well,
So,
you know, it's all about to change tomorrow. Allegedly, apparently, if the Weather Bureau gets it right, we've got a bit of rain tomorrow night.
Do we
Tomorrow-
really?
Tomorrow afternoon.
okay. We need some rain though. We do need some rain, so it's good to have some rain.
How's the family?
Family's good.
How's the lovely Lisa
two
going?
more weeks to meet a little girl. So
2
exciting,
more
which
weeks.
is good.
I'm
So-
excited.
Yeah, I know you're excited, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Lisa's doing really well. We're both pumped, and
That's good.
little Christian's very excited as well. So
Is
it's
he-
good. Life's good.
Is he all set for his motorbike session on the weekend?
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Has to happen, Jim.
Has to happen.
Has to happen.
And then the
So-
ice cream. That's
Oh,
Friday. It's
that's
Friday.
Friday.
Today. It'll happen this
We'll
afternoon.
be there around 4 o'clock this afternoon, so
Yeah.
which is good. But happy Friday, everyone! Hope you've had a great week. It's definitely definitely a good week for us as well, and it's gone very, very quick. So which is great. So I hope you all had a fantastic week. And again, we thought we'd touch on what we thought of last week as well with the new home owners grant for first home buyers and people building as well.
Yeah, Andrew, we did say last week that we'd talk about it. It's the new home builder program that Scott Morrison has announced. And interestingly, if we look at it in Victoria, as a first home buyer, building a new home, only building new homes we're talking about here, we already used to get $10,000 plus stamp duty relief, and you got $20,000 if you built in regional areas. So, you know, we look at that on a let's call it a $600,000 home. First home buyers were saving approximately exactly $31,070 in stamp duty. Plus they were getting $10,000 if they built a new house and land package. Well, that's all changed now. Yes, you still get discounted stamp duty, so zero stamp duty for a first home buyer across the board, up to $600,000. And then it's discounted up to a maximum, up to $750.
Yeah, $750.
It's discounted. That's the stamp duty component. So if, as a first home buyer, you're buying an established property, you don't get a grant, but you get the stamp duty savings. If you're building a new home, you've got to understand that the government, in its wisdom, understands that construction drives the economy.
Correct.
Hence, we're seeing all this stimulus that's going into construction, Andrew, to keep the tradies working, keep the builders working.
Spot on.
Because, and you know, I had someone said to me the other day, oh, you know, they're throwing all this money at builders. It's not at builders.
Yeah, correct.
Understand that construction, yes, there are trades. There are concreters, bricklayers, plasterers, carpenters, electricians, plumbers and the like. But what about all the associated trades that make the materials that are used in construction? What about the transport companies that deliver those materials? What about so you've got the manufacturer, the middleman, the wholesaler, the retailer, the end user. So the whole economy gets driven effectively by construction. So whilst first home buyers were able to save $31,000 in stamp duty, they didn't get anything if they were buying an established home, or they don't. What will happen, but they used to get $10,000 as a first home owner's grant if they were building a new house and land package, as we see in all the growth corridors here, Caroline Springs, Plumpton, Fraser Rise, Melton, what's where your mum and dad have built?
Atherstone, Woodley.
Woodley Estate, and all these new estates. So, and $20,000 if they were going to regional areas, you know, Bendigos, Ballarats, Geelongs, those sorts of things, building a new home. What's happened now is that $10,000 has become an additional $25,000. So any first home buyer building a new home, Andrew, is $35,000.
It's huge, massive.
It's massive.
Yeah.
Now, if you think they're going to get a 35, let's say they build a house and land package, they come out here, they buy a block of land for 220, 250, 300,000, depending on the size of the block. They then spend another couple of hundred, 250 to 300, and they build a brand new home. So they get a house and land package. So let's say on a $600,000 transaction of house and land. They're paying zero stamp duty, saving $31,000, and they're getting $35,000 given to them from federal and state governments. So we're talking over $66,000
in savings.
That's over 10% of the purchase price.
Didn't you wish you had that back in your time, Jim?
When
I
bought
18% interest rates.
Andrew, when I bought my first home in 1987, geez, a long time ago. I was only 5. But when I bought my first home in Pascoe, a 2-bedroom weatherboard home, which we love dearly, I can tell you that we paid $72,000 for the home, and took a mortgage of $55,000, and couldn't sleep at night. Couldn't sleep at night. Now people spend more than that on a new Hyundai. But that's what it was. It's all relative, and we didn't get any assistance, right? Now, albeit the numbers were different, but think about that for a minute. When it's a massive incentive, and it's an incredible help for anyone that's wanting to break into the market.
Correct.
I said last week that if anyone's got their kids that are in a position that they can buy a property, now obviously they have to live in it for 12 months. Once they build it, because that's what it's designed for.
Correct.
But if they try to help, now's the time to try to help, Andrew. And
I think first home buyers, Jim, at the moment, there's no better time to get into the market, really.
No question.
With these grants and so forth offered by the government, it's a fantastic opportunity for those. And, we've got obviously a great project just down in Melton Highway, 545 Melton Highway in Sydenham. Terrace Square, a great project, literally a couple of minutes down the road from our office, and across the road from Watergarden Station as well. And you can, off the plan, a great opportunity. Brand new, 100%. A mixture of townhouses, townhouses and obviously small villas as well. And they're entry level. They're fantastic opportunity to get into the market as well. And potentially by the time we actually finish building, Jim, they're going to be worth more anyway, right?
Well, Andrew, you think about it. The last time we saw this sort of stimulus, this sort of assistance from the government, was 10 years ago.
Correct.
It was 2009, 2010, and back then we were fortunate enough that we marketed
Tricky
Avenue 21 in Tricky Avenue. Off the plan, we sold 72 apartments there, and we did them in 2 blocks. We did 36,
the Bullet,
and the Bullet. So the first lot of 36 we sold in about a week and a half. Off the plan. And then when we got to the second stage, we built up such a database of people that wanted to buy that we had to do it by ballot. And back then, the government had introduced, that was the last time we saw this sort of stimulus, and it was $30,000
Crazy.
that people were getting. And we sold the second lot of 36 in 2 hours.
We had that at Taylor's, where was it, Jim?
Taylor's Lakes Hotel. Yeah, we did it at the Taylor's Lakes Hotel. And they've been a wonderful journey, a great investment for people. Always rented, a lot of them moved in, but a lot that bought for investments and had their kids in them for a little while and then kept them as investments. We think 21 Terrace Square is going to be just the same.
Well, it's I reckon it's a great opportunity. We've sold a couple, obviously, to investors as well. But we haven't seen any first home buyers been attracted as yet. But I think they're going to start commencing building as well. And once they
the stimulus,
100%. This package here is honestly an opportunity that I don't think first home buyers should pass on. Right?
Well, Andrew, think about it. We can get people into a brand new 2-story, 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom, double garage, private yard, air conditioned for around mid-5s.
Correct.
They're going to get $35,000 given to them from the government, and they're not going to pay any stamp duty. They're going to be 55 grand a head. It's nuts.
100%. Well, I think to me it's not a no-brainer, but if you're looking to buy something brand new, which I know a lot of first-home buyers are, I reckon it's a great opportunity. So, again, walking distance to Watergardens Town Centre, walking distance to the train station, infrastructure as well, schools, shops, public transport. We just said that.
Great opportunity. Isn't that the golden rule?
100%.
Whenever you're wanting to buy real estate, you can always change the property. You can't change where it is.
Correct.
Right? And the key has always been about infrastructure. If you've got public transport, if you've got medical centres, if you've got schools, kindergartens, shops close by, where you are in Melbourne, anywhere in Melbourne that has infrastructure close by, can you go wrong?
They can't. Right.
Never.
And we've also got some excellent house and land packages available as well in the new estates, right on our doorstep.
Yeah.
Right. I know Sash Matreski from our office has been dealing closely with a lot of developers out there as well. Botanica, Botanica, and some great opportunities out there as well. Again, first home buyers and whatnot. You can get a great home and land package out there as well. So it's literally just on our doorstep.
It is.
And it's a growing suburb. If you look at Woodley, right? Woodley is absolutely huge, and this is a little bit obviously closer to us, Fraser Rise and Plumpton and whatnot, but a great opportunity out there to, again, go to one of those estates and build your dream, not dream home, but your first home. At least get your foot in the door.
And you know the difference now, Andrew, when we think back, when these areas first started, late 70s, early 80s, when Taylor's Lakes kicked off, and Keilor Downs, and Keilor Downs back then was the ULA, the Urban Land Authority, developed it. Taylor's Lakes was, of course, initially Bond Corp, and then Pathstone took over and finished it. And then Hillside, we had Australand and all the rest of it coming up. The advantage today with new housing estates is the developers actually put the infrastructure in play before they start selling. So, you can go and buy in a new estate now, and the parks are already there. You look at the Georgie's new ground, the Caroline
Springs. Unbelievable.
In City Vista.
Off Hume Drive there.
Off Hume Drive. Get up there and have breakfast or have a bit of lunch and support the local club. They have got, Eddie Gauci runs the bistro in there. And Eddie, of course, very well known, running a lot of the pubs out here, the Sugar Gum originally, Westwaters out at Caroline Springs, fantastic operator, one of the best in the business. But, that sporting facility there that George Cross uses, the local community uses it, and of course, I think Western United use it as their training base. It is second to none. It is world class. Have to be one of the best in the country.
Jim, I only went there a couple of weeks ago, and it freaked me out, right? Because you told me about it a few months ago, and I just thought, right, it's just to be, same old, kind of a soccer facility there, and it's not. It's much more than that. So it's great to have that on a doorstep as well, and even the new cafes.
Incredible.
The way
they're all there,
100%, right? But they do that from now,
they do.
Which is I think really, really important. Back then they kind of didn't. They didn't put a lot of parks, and therefore families and so forth and whatnot. Whereas now they think about these things from today, right? Which is important.
People demand it, people expect it, and what it does by having the infrastructure in play, and we see it firsthand, is it actually forms communities. It develops a community right from day one.
Agreed.
And everyone's house proud when they're in a new estate. They're all out there doing their landscaping together, they're doing their gardens together, and the kids get born together, the kids grow up together, their mates, they go to school together. It's a lot like what it was when we were growing up, albeit we were in established suburbs, right? Whereas now in these new areas, communities actually form.
Yeah, they do.
And people have got some pride about it. And the other thing, Andrew, we speak about the grants and the handouts, the government handouts at the moment. They're not going to last forever.
No.
And the other thing that we're forgetting about is that we've got the lowest interest rates in history. You're borrowing in the twos.
I couldn't believe there was one of the banks the other day, I was watching the news, they were saying 2.2%, 2.3% fixed rates, right, which is...
Yeah, let me tell you, I read an interesting article the other day that was about finance that said it's going to be a race, who's going to be the first to offer a rate with a 1 in front of it, right? 1.99 or whatever it's going to be. But the fact is, we've got the lowest interest rates in history. We've got added stimulus from the government.
Yeah.
It's an amazing time to take advantage of all this help.
Correct.
Because it's not going to last. Yeah.
Well, Jim, you can combine that with the lowest rates ever, and then you combine that with a shortage of stock as well, and hence why we're still getting great results for clients.
For sure.
Right? I think that's definitely been the reason why people are still buying.
Yeah.
Because of the low interest rates, and again, there's not many properties for sale, and hence why we was touched on this last week that anyone that was thinking of selling, that it might be a great time for them to jump on board and hopefully give them some confidence. But I agree with it's going to be interesting to see who does offer that 1% rate.
If it happens.
If it happens, right? But I think it won't, but we'll see what happens. But again, it's been a great week. We've got a couple of really good properties coming up for auction, which is starting to ramp up. Our July is slowly building, which is really, really good. We've got 2 more properties coming online today, which we just... We've got property 52 Time L Drive in Hillside and 8 Joseph Drive in Hillside coming to market. We spoke about first home buyers. This is going to be perfect for first home buyers, right? both homes, similar price range as well, 585 to 625, 3 bedrooms, double garages, over 600 square metres of land. Great, a great entry level property as well. So they're going to hit the market today, which is really exciting for those vendors, and hopefully get some good results there as well. And we've got a couple others as well. We've got photos organised for next week, so we look forward to having our first few auctions in July, which is good.
Well, actually, well, Andrew, we've got an auction next week as our first one next Saturday, the 20th. We're at
Grandview Crescent.
We did have calendar as well, but that's sold.
That's sold.
And then on the 27th, we've got another one. I can't remember which one, but there is another one in for the 27th. The other thing is, as we see now, we've noticed you walk around the centre here, it's busy, there's people everywhere, we're seeing more traffic on the road. But, in another week, it's fantastic now to see people are able to get out and go to a restaurant. You were just up at...
I was at the Village.
Our mate... Peter Raschke at the Village Food Store there. How was it?
Look, their food is fantastic, right? And great job by Peter and the gang there. The service there is exceptional. The food quality is amazing as well. And, lunch, it was packed. You could not get a seat there. Wow. But it's great to see we've got that, new cafe there right on the doorstep as well. So well done to the team out there. Yes, they've done a great job. And of course, as always, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're enjoying this. We're trying our best to obviously give you a bit of an insight with how the market's traveling and whatnot, and as much information we can provide to yourselves. We're always here to help. So we appreciate your support.
For sure.
As always, it's been another fantastic week, and have a great weekend, and hopefully the sun still shines outside, Jim. I hope you're wrong. I hope there's no wrong, because Christian will be disappointed.
Get him out in the wet.
Yeah,
right?
well, no.
But you know what, Andrew? In another week, we're going to see some more easing.
Yeah,
right.
Correct.
We're going to see more people at restaurants. They can grow their numbers from 20 to 50, room permitting. It's nice to see us moving towards whatever our new normal is going to be.
There's a few more smiles out there, which is good, right?
For sure.
We're always thinking positive, and we understand it's been a few hard months out there, obviously in the world, but we're starting to see some smiles on people's faces, and that's what we love. We love our clients to be happy and feel confident and whatnot. And as I said before, we're here to help you with it. Absolutely. Whatever you need, we're always here to help 24/7. So enjoy your weekend. Until next time, thank you, and we'll speak to you soon.
See you soon, everyone.
See you guys.
Take care. Have a good weekend.